What's up, guys? Today we're going to be watching my very first MMA fight ever in a Western themed dance bar named Electric Cowboy, which looks exactly how it sounds. I'm pretty sure it's torn down and is a shopping mall now, or at the very least is probably a vacant, condemned building. I just remember my first opponent, Devin Stone. I didn't know anything about him going in, and yeah, let's go ahead and just get right into it. Like I said, very first fight ever. I didn't realize he had two fights coming in. I thought we were both debuting. But man, the put on a little bit of size since then. I just remember, yeah, I was wiry. But yeah, getting the Vaseline on, and to the ref with his hand on my shoulder there. He's kind of a legend, George Allen, in the Georgia scene. Just been around the game for such a long time, so always really cool. And then the inspector there, Tony, who passed away this past year, always a super nice guy. Had some really encouraging words for me every time I would fight, and just really enjoyed having him as my inspector. So hope he's resting in peace. I know he's sorely missed in the Georgia fight community. So, yeah, I also remember, too, for this fight, there wasn't, like, quite locker rooms. So the way the venue was, there was kind of like a bowl where the cage was. And then there was, like, these platforms where they would have, like, pool tables and stuff like that normally. And there wasn't a curtain. So I remember just watching my opponent, and the two of us were, like, watching each other warm up and hit pads, because he was just like right over there. You could just stare at him. But here we go. Opponent's getting checked. I don't remember them always doing that inside of the cage. Not normally you do that before, but oh well. Here we go. He's ready for sure. I'm ready. Getting in the zone. I remember George is always so relaxed when he refs a fight. Like, he just seems incredibly comfortable all the time. And here we go. So start out the jab. He was a southpaw. And yeah, I was still kind of feeling him out. He was darting in and out a good bit. It's a nice front kick. I got rid of some of the little hand movement a little bit from my kickboxing fight. This was in October. That was a crazy exchange. Man. Not completely, but there it is. It was a nice kick. Kind of slapped and then fed it to the body. It's a risky leg kick. Man, what a weird way to faint. Kept shooting, some decent takedown defense so far. I remember at this point, I hadn't really learned how to wrestle much at all. It was pretty much jiu-jitsu and striking. Doing some good work with my jab and my hook. Feinting a little bit, moving in and out. I pulled that. Traded there. I remember he was pressuring super hard, had a good left hand coming in. That was a nice shot. Ooh, got him. Started to rock him, got a little over-eager. Opened myself up for the takedown rushing in. And again, like I said, just didn't have much wrestling experience at this point. Had good jiu-jitsu, though. Man. Yeah, I got taken down. And then at this stage in amateur at Georgia, you can't punch to the head on the ground. So it's pretty much becomes a jiu-jitsu match. I'm going for a Kimura, but I feel like I needed to be in a little more. And he did a pretty good job of defending it, but I needed to walk my hips in and kind of get underneath him to really turn, which I wasn't doing right. But still threatening with the Kimura. I know he was rocked earlier this round, so that was actually a good decision by him to shoot in for the takedown and buy himself some time. Oh, yeah, there you go. The old nuts to the face. Love that. It's the best position in in grappling. It's just the worst to be in. There we go. Working a get up. Made it back up to the feet. 10 seconds to go. And nice head kick there. He came back with a good straight left. Yeah, and that's the end of round 1. Man. Yeah, good first round overall. Like I said, it was actually after this fight. Ooh, there's a good right hand. Played back in slow-mo. And then a left hook after it. I just got super overeager, rushed in, and that opened myself up for the takedown. But, yeah, good first round. I just remember looking at him on the stool and knowing I was like, okay, I got him this round. Because I remember he was pretty hurt.
In American rules, the takedown is scored heavily more than anything else.
So, getting ready to go back in, getting greased up in between rounds, putting a little more Vaseline on. Yeah, it's a weird feeling sitting there staring at the other guy in between the rounds and just knowing, like, all right, like he looks tired. Like, he had come out super hot. We both had. Yeah, but I just remember looking at him and being like, oh, he's tired. And here we go, round number 2. Starts back up, pressuring in. Hunting the kicks, getting some space. And you can tell he had slowed down. Oh, and there it is. Caught him with a right hand. And then just rushed at him. Man, I remember my coach at the time, Coach Pat, got so mad at me after this fight for just charging at him. That's a really good uppercut hook combo and posting, kind of getting him out. And I remember he flopped to his back to try and buy himself some time. Really smart move by him. Try and draw me into a grappling exchange and buy himself some time. Another right hand uppercut, and just kept feeding him. I thought this was going to be stopped, but I mean, yeah, he was a tough guy. He was still in it, trying to fight. And then I just remember ripping some of those body kicks to try and make him quit, and then hunting the head kick. And then at this point, just pouring it on, trying to finish. Yeah, there was the head kick. Wish that would have landed, but I remember that body kick really got him. That hook uppercut combo. Yeah, and at that point, George Allen had seen enough. I was kind of confused that he was giving him like a standing 8 count or whatever this is. But I think he was just talking to him to stop the fight. They're a little more gung-ho about stopping amateur fights now than they were at this time. But yeah, man, that head kick was so close. I thought I had him with it. Maybe should have stepped in a little bit more. But yeah, kind of controlling the hand there. And really just at this point, I mean, it was, hook, uppercut, another hook. Yeah, just good, clean work. Caught him rushing in. And then just had to stay on him to finish the job. But yeah, I remember that was a crazy, crazy feeling. Nothing, I think, will ever top the feeling of winning a fight. Like, just all the work that goes into it, everything like that. Just especially for it to go like that and have a kind of a tough first round where I was on my back, and then just to be able to overcome that and end up getting the win. That was a super, super awesome night, really. But then I had 2 more teammates on the card, so that's always fun. I enjoy sharing, a card with teammates. That's always a good time. But yeah, so that was it. First amateur fight. Went ahead and I actually bought that guy a beer after. He was a super nice guy. Yeah, definitely crazy to watch that back and see how much better I've gotten since then, and just the improvement and the growth over time. Kind of crazy to see the evolution. But really excited for the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, merch and everything like that is in the link in the description below, as well as links to Revive IV Lounge. If you're in the Atlanta area, make sure you go check them out. They're awesome. Recover, take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time.